So in today's video we're going to be fitting the AutoFox TW1 wireless reversing camera. So if you make this purchase, then this is what will come. There is add-ons and additional things that you can purchase to go with this kit, but more about that later on. In the kit you get the reversing monitor itself with a suction mounting bracket, the main power lead for inside the vehicle, and you get the new slimline bullet style reversing camera with a sticky mount itself. You get a charging lead, the usual good stuff. Now there is multiple ways you can fit this because it's a sticky pad, which is high adhesive, like a double-sided tape if you like. Because that comes with it, you can mount it kind of where you want really. I'm going to choose to mount this behind the number plate. So if I move you up onto here. So now you can see that I've done a centre line, measuring from the outside in, outside edge in. I've got my centre line. Simply guys, I'm going to skip this bit, but you take the double-sided tape that comes with it, you remove the backing, you stick it there, you can see it's cut out the same, then you simply overhang it like that. I'd always recommend keeping it below the top line. You can sink it down if you want, but I would keep it as high as possible like that, and you're pretty much good to go. That is pretty much, this is how easy this is. That is the back part done. You can refit your number plate. So now we've fitted that. You can see it there, look. As I mentioned, you can fit it to the bottom, you can fit it under a boot panel, depending on your vehicle. You've got multiple options. You know, you can barely even notice it's there, to be honest. The end of the camera does, you literally just twist it to the position that you want to see on the ground, at the rear of the vehicle, at the front of the vehicle. We'll get more into that in a second. So you need to charge it. You need to get it out of the box and charge it first. It comes with a charging wire. Obviously it comes with the charging wire, and it's a micro USB port to connect it. Now I know one question that I'll get is, how far does it connect being wireless? Well, there's a 30-foot distance this will connect, and that can be advanced, or that can be extended to 64 foot. You know, your trailers and stuff as well, you can put this on the back of your car trailer, your van trailer, anything like that, and actually get eyes on the rear of the vehicle when reversing, because up to 65 foot is pretty big really, to be fair. Is this waterproof? Yes, it is completely waterproof. It is IP68, I think it is. So now this part's done. We need to, that is how easy it is. We need to move into the front and move on to the monitor, and then we will discuss these items here. So moving on into the front, a couple of questions I know that I will get, and that is, yes, this is completely wireless. How long will the battery last? Well, the battery, if you fully charged it and you use it a couple of 3 times a day, it will last 75 days. We are getting onto some extras shortly in the video. There is a 15% discount code also that I'll get onto shortly. This is the upgraded monitor. This is 720p HD. For the purpose of this video, I'll just fit it now just to show you, but I would recommend taking some time and routing it around the dash or drilling it through, because it's a bullet style connection. You only have to drill like a 7mm hole, 8mm hole, and you can push it through. Little grommet, real neat, real clean. So that simply plugs in there, and then you've got your typical cigarette lighter style, PowerPoint style adapter for your vehicle. So this monitor actually has 2 channels. The first one that we're going to look at now for the rear camera, and a second channel for the add-on camera that we'll talk about shortly. So there you go. Now excuse the sunlight, the sun is very low at this time of filming, so it actually is quite whitewashed. Look at that, that's real good quality. I'm not sure how you'll pick it up on the camera, but you can adjust the actual grid, you can adjust the settings in brightness, you can adjust whether you want the picture inverted or the correct way round. There's multiple functions in here. I won't go through them all because, you know, it's a personal choice. You also have got a feature which is pretty neat on this one now, and it's a battery life, so you can monitor how much battery you have left in the camera, and all you got to do is simply, when you're getting low, you can just drop the USB cap off the end just pulls off, and just plug it in for 3 or 4 hours on a Saturday morning. No different to your normal in-car camera and things like that, just to top it up again and get a few months back out of it, a couple of months back out of it. I will put all the description, guys, for this kit below in the description box below, and I'll give all the details on the 50% off in case that is something that interests you. Now I'm going to simply just mount this probably up here, as I've mentioned, not for the video because I just don't really see the point. You can use this switch on top of this if you want to, or any of the switches on the side. As soon as you press them, it will activate the camera, but you can press that one there if you want to switch the camera on before you start reversing. Okay, so moving on to inside here. The good thing about this kit now, guys, is actually the possibilities are endless. If you really like this layout, which I do, and you like it left like this, and just taking this end cap off here every couple of 3 months just to charge it there, then that is fine. But if you really want to, you can invest in a solar panel. That clips on, that plugs into the end cap that we've just removed. You keep the wire behind. It comes with the mounting hardware, and it comes with a bracket, just pushes over. So actually, when the camera's on the back like this, you can mount that like that. It doesn't really add any size to it. It actually squares the camera off quite nice, but it doesn't make it look a monstrosity or anything. And then this, providing it gets the correct sunlight, will actually charge as you go. And also, because this is now a 2-channel camera, you can add a secondary camera as well, which, to be honest, is a game changer. I'm going to get one other solar panel, so I'm going to set the back up on the solar panel so I don't have to charge it. I'm also going to get the front one, this secondary camera. I'm going to fit this to the front of the vehicle. Now you might ask why. It's because I pull up quite front, and on the big vans I struggle to gauge the distance to the wall. Now on the front I'm going to have it angled down, and I'm actually going to have it looking more at the floor, so when I'm pulling up to the wall I can switch the channel on the monitor and see how close I am to the wall, because I want to keep it close. People steal the bumpers, all that kind of good stuff these days, so I like to almost touch the wall. So I'm actually going to use this one for that. I won't bother showing you. It's the same process, guys. Sticky pad, you can choose to mount it where you like. The camera is adjustable at the end. It is the bullet camera and the slimline camera the same. So just to kind of summarize, the first one is truly wireless, takes less than 5 minutes to fit. It is super simple. Charge it 70, 74, 75 days. Depends if you use it a couple of times a day. If you want to opt out from that, you can invest in a solar panel to clip on, which then will charge it as you go, as long as it gets direct sunlight. And you can add, because it's a 2-channel, you can add a secondary camera, which you can use on the front like I'm going to. You could use it on the back if you've got a long trailer and you want to put it to the back. Simply every time you add the trailer on, you compare it and then see the back of the trailer. You can add it to the side if you've got a gate or something that you go past on the side. I mean, the opportunities are endless. Whatever you will benefit from the most. As I've mentioned, guys, there is a 15% discount code. If it interests you, click the link, have a look. You're going to get 15% off, knocking down to 10% after, I think it's a month. Please look below. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.